Have you ever felt frustrated because you did everything right? You ate well, took your oral medication or your insulin, you exercised, checked your blood sugar levels, and still your blood sugar is on the roof, aka still high. You are not alone, to be honest. I've had this scenario like countless number of times. So today I'm going to talk about why retracing your steps is one of the most powerful habits in diabetes self-care management when things don't add up. So I'm going to break down this topic of discourse into parts for the sake of clarity. So the part one, I'm going to talk about the frustration being real. When you live with diabetes, we all know it's a full-time job, and sometimes the results just don't reflect all the efforts that you have put in. High blood sugar readings can be very, very discouraging. But before you let all this frustration take over, you need to remember that diabetes is actually influenced by so many moving parts. And sometimes when you retrace your steps, this helps you discover the hidden piece of that puzzle. Now, let's move on to part two. What does it mean to retrace your steps? I'm sure that question is all in your minds. Firstly, retracing your steps doesn't mean blaming yourself. It actually means stepping back, reviewing your entire day calmly and honestly. You need to start off by asking yourself questions like, did I eat something different or at a different time? Was I under stress? It could be emotional, physical, or even lack of sleep. Did I change my injection site, or do I have an issue with my insulin pump? Was my insulin exposed to heat, or is it expired? Could hormones, illness, or timing be at play? So when you review all these factors that I have just mentioned, you will notice that patterns begin to emerge, and that's where learning truly happens. Jumping on to part three, that's the power of recording and reflecting. I love this bit. I have always been a person who records every single event of the day in my journal. This helps me keep track and also helps me understand patterns with my blood sugar, inclusive of all activities that I have done for the day. So this is actually one of the best ways to actually retrace your steps. You get a wee book, that's a little book. You record your day, your meals, your activity, when you took your insulin, when you took your oral medication, were you under stress? Did you have a good sleep or did you have a bad sleep? Hydration, are you well hydrated? You put all of these details into that little book. It helps you to see the patterns in your day-to-day self-care management. So when you eventually look back, you will see the subtle differences that can explain that big spike that you're like, oh, I've done everything right. Why is my blood sugar still high? So this reflection is not about you feeling guilty. It's actually about being a diabetes detective, and you gather all the clues from all these little notes that you're taking in. They help you make better decisions next time. Part four, turning your frustration into learning. This is very important. You need to learn how to turn your frustration of feeling that you've done everything right, you've ticked all the boxes, and yet your blood sugars are still running high. You need to learn to turn all this, your frustration, into learning. So I want you to understand that when your blood sugars run high, it doesn't always mean that you have failed in managing your diabetes. Sometimes it's like a feedback mechanism. And the only way that you can learn what has triggered this elevated blood sugar level is by retracing your steps. You shift from reacting with that feeling of I have failed, I'm frustrated. You shift from that into learning. You become a detective, like I said earlier on, in your own self-care. You become more aware, more confident, more in control. Remember, the next time your numbers don't make sense to you, take a break, relax, retrace, reflect, refocus, because progress in diabetes care isn't just about perfection, it's actually about understanding yourself better, one step at a time. Please share your experiences in the comment section, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And thank you for watching. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.
Thank you for watching. Bye.